Hello, this is Sean Perry, the writer and director of Diamonds Are a Con's Best Friend. Thought it'd be a fun thing to do here to show what we went through exactly, how we did it, who was involved, what we went through, and how fun and how terrible a filmmaking process can be. So without further ado, let's get started. This is actually the very last thing we shot, just those two. Probably one in the morning on, I guess, Monday morning. And look at those wonderful diamonds coming in at a whopping $5 or less than $5 for the entire set of diamonds. And the fantastic actor Andy Whaler. And there's the whole crew, the whole McMillan gang, rocking it. This was shot at the Kemlon Garage behind town, which is a repeating location for the rest of my films. It was in Bloodshedding Love. It's just a creepy atmosphere in there. I love it. I really do.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Look at that wonderful kiss. And Kev, the man, he did such a great job. It's terrible that he left us already. He's a great man. Rest in peace, Kev.
Look who's up.
A little out of focus here. Still really pisses me off. And I did this, I added their names because I realized we never actually said, we say the McMillan gang, but we never actually distinguish Mason and Jackal. I guess we do at the end, say Mason McMillan, but we never actually say Jackal, which actually comes into play, with the tombstone in the end, so it's necessary. And I give these guys props. I mean, they sat through, it must have been 110 degrees in there. We couldn't have the fan running for audio purposes, so they were absolutely sweating their balls off. Too much light. And yeah, that's real sweat right there. It looked like shit, but it's because, we all did. It was so damn hot in there. Beautiful makeup job by Michelle Linquist. She really rocked it there. And that tape didn't even stick to them because they were so hot and sticky. Or sweaty. There's that Zippo, as my dad would say. Zippo.
We had to go through a lot of bullshit to get these diamonds from you three pizza bitches. It wouldn't be like us just to let you go.
Look at Chris, the hand on hip. Just grade A badass.
Well, let's say we let you boys go.
If you listen closely, this dialogue really got screwed up in the microphones. The microphones are interfering with one another. This one too. You have to listen closely. I mean, just those subtle things that you hear as a director. Right there, the cigarette landed directly on my arm. It hurt like shit. But, I think it looked pretty cool with a shake, Kind of adds some tension, I guess.
No, really. What's going on?
What is going on here? No, really, what is going on? That's solid acting.
Diamonds? Really don't know.
Same with that look. Those beautiful eyes. I gotta say something about Don Blair, too. We really lucked out finding him. I think he did a great job throughout the whole process. Really lucky to have found him. He really did not want to say fuck you. That took him an hour of convincing to say that. Just a good Christian boy, didn't want to say the F word.
Fuck you. Dude. No, Roy. You two are the best friends a guy could ask.
Oscar-winning performance.
I'm sure whatever happened was a mistake. You guys wouldn't hurt a fly.
Well, guess what?
After Effects muzzle shot. If you pause, you can see the duct tape that was holding the plastic tubing filled with blood and an air compressor. It looks like it's part of his shirt, but it's actually duct tape. Beautiful slow-mo shot. The reaction just perfect. If you pause again, you can notice a Coors Light can in the background. That definitely wasn't supposed to be there, but you have to realize that my cast and crew demand alcohol on set to put up with me. Aw, Andy. I didn't realize how much this looks just like the Boondock Saints thing. I haven't watched Boondock Saints in years, but somebody told me it's basically a ripoff of Boondock Saints. It's so similar. But yeah, I had no idea until, watch it again and see how exactly similar they are. But I mean, it's slow-mo. You gotta love it. You're gonna be a little bit more vocal about their friend dying right there.
Looks to me like he won't be delivering our next pizza.
So funny. The spit. That's solid acting right there. You gotta love that spit. Too much light. Sean, what the hell are you thinking?
I want to prove to you how tough I am. You and your little friends are just a little bump in the road to me. In the morning, I want
Yeah, we had to kill him off because he's really annoying all of us, so we had to send him home.
He means nothing to me.
Yeah? Well, he meant something to me!
Too much light again. That's what happens. I mean, you gotta realize, you gotta focus on lighting. I mean, fellow filmmakers, I mean, I was in a rush doing all the lighting, directing, everything myself, but that looks terrible. Absolutely terrible. Because I only had time to have one lighting setup in this whole scene, or we wouldn't have got the whole film done, which is not the right way to do it. Not the right way to do it at all, but hey, you know, we got a film under our belt, so... Let's mention the music here by Tracy Smith, too. He did all the music, well, most of the music for the entire film, and I've always loved his work. He does a great job, and I hope to always work with him. His music is just so atmospheric.
Like Swiss fucking cheese. You're gonna need a closed casket, boys.
Nice plastic assault weapons. And a BB gun that Don Blair is holding. Nice tattoos, Mike. Let's pause and look at those tattoos real fast, too, because I didn't tell Mike and Krista to put those tattoos on. Well, some of their tattoos look somewhat legitimate. If you look at Mike's pirate tattoos and zombie tattoos, whatever the hell they are, they look like dog shit. What the hell were they thinking? But we didn't have time to wash them off, and for continuity purposes, they had to put them all on the next day, and they couldn't shower too, which is quite funny.
Listen to these bastards. Reload and do it again. One.
Apparently they count very slowly too. Notice the BB gun. Counts so damn slow. Dramatic purposes. Uh-oh, Walker's here. Ian Gustafson, great job. Dickbags, the infamous line. This shot took me so damn long to complete. Just layers upon layers of muzzle flashes and shell ejections and pain in the ass. Rotoscoping. So much stuff. And I think that's the worst special effects shot of the entire thing, but I don't know. I guess it's tough to shoot a fake gun. It really is. The fake bullets flying by. The awesome muzzle flashes. If you look closely here too, you can see that the guns actually still have the orange tip. Our paint man didn't do quite a good enough job. Me? Are you serious? Not me. And just lose myself in Steve's eye every time I watch this shot. Uh-oh. Be intimidated. It's a BB gun. Look at that barrel. A solid arrangement of police officers. You know, a slow jog and a slow letdown. Blood bursts and after effects. Nice pink underwear, Steve. Bullet holes in his arm look terrible. And notice his face doesn't cringe at all once he gets shot. He's just that much of a tough guy. And I'm pretty sure he broke Papa Chet's locker right there. And notice there's no bullet holes in his arms anymore. That's me doing the voice of the cops right there, terribly. Soon, the infamous line, which, you know, this whole project is a short version of a feature that I wrote. And soon, you know, he didn't talk the entire film. He's a mute. So soon means that when he finally talks, you know, it means that he's really pissed at these boys and he's gonna come back for more. Thanks to Brian Hilliard and the Kane Volunteer Fire Department for helping us out here with the trucks and the car and the uniforms. Look, Jill stares directly at the camera right there. A little bit of comedic relief right here.
Could someone close that fucking garage door?
Light box, bottom left.
We work at a pizzeria. We're not thieves.
Look at the same police officer were just in a shootout. Some were just shot or just hanging out in the background, you know, checking things out. And the one thing that pissed me off about the whole thing is Ian's belt. He needed a belt, or lack of belt. He needed a belt there to make the outfit look somewhat legit.
Gets a face or a name ever.
They insisted on having cigarettes too. The three of them smoked about a pack and a half of cigarettes, probably just for this one scene.
Well, you got any beer with you?
Hey, and I'm real sorry to hear about your friend Andy.
Yeah, me too.
He was a good guy, detective.
I bet he was.
No belt again? Oh my god.
I think I got all I need out of you boys. But I'm sure I'll be seeing you again soon.
Nice holster for his weapon too.
Hey, detective. Mason is...
Notice there's a little hole in the white wall back there. That's because we shot some of this in the daytime. We blocked out all the windows with a black tarp, and apparently forgot to cover up that little white hole showing daylight.
Right?
Don't worry, boys. I'll be with him every move he makes.
Notice there's the tarps right there from blocking out all the sunlight. That gave us longer time to shoot, rather than having to wait at night when everyone is cranky and hates me. And this is a solid performance from both of these guys.
Dude, it's all my fault, bro.
If you listen closely here too, you can hear rain. It was pouring down rain when we were shooting this. Thunder, lightning, everything. And we tried our best to cut out some of the rain. We had to hurry up between takes after thunder to really nail the dialogue.
You didn't force me to do anything.
Yeah, but I'm the one that got him into this whole mess.
Yeah? Maybe you did. But you know what? I know for a fact the last couple of days were the best days of his life. We were the only true fans he ever really had.
I'm sorry I got you into this.
I did the music for this scene. Just basically 3 chords played over and over and over again.
Thing to do.
I'm just sick of living like this. 22 years old, making pizzas for a living. At least you. I know you.
And seeing the feature-length script, Stevie's character is a genius, and he stayed back to work at the pizzeria with his buddy Roy, who's played by Matt Sicker, because he felt bad and didn't want to leave his best buddy.
Being happy with what you have. Dude. Dude.
Alright. But dude, that was our chance. We had all those diamonds right there in our hands.
So, how many people did you go to before that guy bought a diamond off of you?
Dude, you
Seeing the original script, in the feature length, he goes to about 15 different places before some crook finally decides to buy a diamond off of him.
Figured we're gonna need another buyer for these.
Where did you get these?
Thought I should stash a couple away just in case.
Dude, does Detective Walker know about these?
I don't think he needs to. Now, let's get the hell out of here.
There's a sign that was added in After Effects, absolutely fake. And here's the wonderful pizza patrons, the Sicker family. Would you look at that? My sister and Miss Kajancic. And the cops again. Chris Wilson and his wonderful son Levi. And the Moose Knuckles shirt, would you look at that? Stevie's old band from in high school. Vehicle provided by Sicker family. Thank you very much. If you can look closely back there, you'll see that the boom mic shows up in the reflection of the car.
Can't believe it went down like that, man.
Shot this right when it's about to start pouring rain.
Fucked up. Every day I think about it. How you're here in this place.
All this dialogue took a lot of messing around with because it was so damn windy.
Every day, pal. You taught me to be a man. It's something I can never forget. I will make things right. It's the last thing I can do. Thanks for everything.
I did the music for this part. And the same lighter, and this wasn't even planned, but luckily they did use the same lighter because that lighter is Ian's, but adds a little bit of effect. This whole twist was added at the last minute just to kind of add a little bit more depth to the story. I don't think it's absolutely necessary, but you know, why not? If you look behind that stack of graves to the left, that little building, you'd see half the cast and crew back there smoking a bowl, which is very sacrilegious, I think, and unnecessary. They should be helping me, but rather they're smoking pot at a cemetery. Music here provided by Scum of the Earth out of Gainesville, Florida. They've done some music in the past for our films, and this is off their brand new album. Tracy Smith, once again, fantastic job. You know, I can't thank enough people for making this project happen. You know, Chittister, Sicker, my brother, my whole family, friends. You guys all make this stuff possible. Like, you know, I can do a lot by myself, but I can't do it all. And it wouldn't be possible without you guys. And, you know, let's have it here on tape and DVD now, expressing my sincere thank you. I love you all. Yeah, we went with intentions of making a feature-length film out of this. It hasn't quite happened yet. You know, maybe you'll see it in the future. I hope so. You know, I think it's a good feature-length script. You know, any people with plenty of money, send them my way. But yeah, I think it made for a great short film. We basically just shot the last 20 pages of it, which kind of makes for a bad short film because people want more. But I guess that kind of makes it somewhat legitimate. Steve and Matt made a wonderful shoulder mount for me. That's the reason I didn't have to use a tripod, which saved us plenty of time. You know, making independent films, it's a tough process. You know, it takes a lot of stress, and it can be fun. A lot of stuff is fun. You know, the premieres are fun, and the idea of making a film is fun. But it takes a lot of hard work to actually make it possible. You know, it takes one guy or a couple people crazy enough to actually make the plunge and want to actually do it. Can't thank you enough for all the support you've given me in the past and hopefully the future. I hope, you know, with the next project, we can actually make a solid knockout film that everyone loves, not just the town of Kane. You know, it's cool to see, you know, a couple kids and young adults from a small town going through and making, you know, a decent film. You know, not an easy thing to do. It takes a solid crew, and I think we have that. You know, we've been making movies as a team, as a crew for the past 10 years, and you know, I think we're finally nailing down our craft. You guys make this stuff possible, and you guys are the reason why I keep making films. I make films because I love to do it, but I also love to hear reactions. I love to entertain. I love to hear people's reactions after watching the film, whether good or bad, you know, so I can, you know, whether good, so it motivates me to make more films, or even bad, so it motivates me to make more films. Any criticism I love. Through people like you, through the purchase of the DVD, you guys make my next projects possible. Seems like, you know, I just have tons of money myself, which is absolutely not the case. But yeah, you know, people like you make this stuff possible, and I, you know, thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I hope we can make a better film that you can show your friends next time. You know, I grew up following guys, you know, like the Quentin Tarantinos, the Robert Rodriguez's, the Kevin Smiths, the Sam Raimis, who, you know, just go out and make their own films, and hopefully this route works. I think we're definitely getting better. Once again, thank you for purchasing the DVD. I can't thank you enough, and I look forward to talking to you in the next DVD. Thank you.